Hello everyone, it's Warren, Mr. Bowtie Feaster, coming to you with another motivational moment. Today I want to talk about taking a knee. I want to talk about taking a break or pushing pause. Let's go with that. Let's go with pushing pause. I want to talk about this because regardless of what your hopes, what your dreams are, what are your aspirations, what your vision is, sometimes you're going to be distracted with life, or either obstacles are going to get in your way. And during that time, you might need to take a knee. You might need to push pause. It might be beneficial to take a break. A couple of videos back, I talked about during the process. This is kind of a continuation of that, or either the flip side to that. This time I'm talking about actually deliberately stopping. Now, I'm not sure how many times you will ever hear someone tell you that as you're pursuing your goals to stop. Because in most cases, if you're using the word pursue, that's a word of action, that's a word of movement, that's a word of direction. You're actually going somewhere, you're doing something. But today, I'm telling you, out of everything I've said all 2020 year of vision and everything I'm telling you about pursuing your goals, today I'm telling you to stop. I'm telling you to stop. I'm not telling you to be inactive. I'm not even telling you to quit. I'm telling you to stop. The question first is, well, when do I stop? The easy answer, and the reason why it's easy is because I am not you and I'm not where you are, and I don't know what's going on in your life. But the easy answer is stop when you need to take the break. Stop when life tells you to take the break. I work out often, 2-3 times a week. And when I was young and invincible, man, I could work out every day, all day, hard, heavy weights, and go and work all day and go to the club that night. You know, that was the norm for me. But now that I am a little older in my younger years, I can no longer lift weights every day anymore. I can no longer lift heavy weights every day, all day anymore. So what I had to start doing, which what I was not doing when I was younger, what I had to start doing was listening to my body. Now, I'm going to do another video on listening to your body, because I want to make sure we understand that there are parts of our body that we don't listen to and we shouldn't listen to. There are things that our body would tell us that we shouldn't listen to. However, that's not what I'm talking about today. Today, I'm talking about when your body tells you, I need to take a break, I need to rest, I need sleep, I need food, I need nutrition, not just food. I need rest, I need water. This is what we're listening to. So as you're pursuing your goals, your body may tell you, hey, you've been going on and on and on and on. When I first started my public speaking goals and career and heading in the direction I wanted to go, I was 100 miles a minute. I was going this direction, going that direction, going this direction. I had an opportunity to be featured in a magazine as a speaker. And I got in contact with the magazine and talked to the person in the magazine and started the process. And there were some things that I need to do. Now, mind you, I didn't have a headshot at the time. I didn't have a bio at the time. I didn't have anything. I literally just said, I'm getting started. This opportunity came up. So when she put out the prerequisites that I needed to fulfill, I went 100 miles of running in that direction, as I'm also running 100 miles in this direction, because I'm trying to get established and trying to get started. And about a month before the deadline, I came to the conclusion and had to act on the conclusion that I need to let this pass. I didn't want to let it pass. I really wanted the exposure, but I was like, I am neglecting everything, trying to pursue everything. So I stopped. Never did the advertisement in the magazine, and I let that opportunity pass by. I don't feel like that was a wasted opportunity. I don't feel like I even missed the opportunity, because I gained myself. I gained the time to work on the minute things that I needed to work on in the establishment of my business. I didn't even know what my brand was. I had just deemed myself Mr. Bowtie. I didn't have a logo, no headshots, no bio, no speaker one sheet. I had nothing. I had nothing but an opportunity. So I don't feel like it was a wasted opportunity, because when I turned that down, I was able to get the headshot. I was able to get the speaker one sheet started. I was able to get, a whole lot of things that I was able to do. So I took the knee. I pushed pause on that. So now, if the situation or opportunity ever presents itself, I'll be more than prepared. I am ready now. So I took a knee. I pushed pause. I pushed pause. I pushed pause. So that's one way where first I talked about the body, but that was when the situation dictates that you need to take a pause. So it's not just your body. Sometimes the situation, if you're going in every direction. Now, what is the saying? Jack of all trades, master of none. If you have your hands in every pot, then you really have your hands in no pot, because you can't really focus on anything. The way the mind works, the way that we're set up, we can really only focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking, as they continue to do the research on it, is really not an effective tool for working, because you really can't focus on only one. You can really only focus on one thing at a time. So listen to your body, pay attention to your situation. And at the end of the day, if you're doing too much, then you need to take a pause. You need to define who you are. You need to define what direction you want to go in. As I'm filling out requests for speakers, and I'm looking through the prerequisites, they're saying, hey, we're looking for a speaker in these areas, here and here and here and here. And the hurtful part, and I don't mean that in a negative sense, I don't even mean that in a counterproductive sense. I actually mean that in a productive sense, because it's helping me understand more. But in a negative sense, I'm losing opportunities where I'm not able to answer requests for speakers, because they are not looking for the type of speaker that I am by way of subject. I had to define my subject. I had to define what it is that I want to speak on. Now, I can speak on, I'm be honest and true, and I'm not bragging on myself. I'm telling you what other people are telling me. I can speak on a vast array of subjects. I read a good bit. I don't read a lot. I read a good bit. I study a good bit. I talk to a lot of people. So I'm really knowledgeable in a lot of areas. But I had to define, what are my subjects? What are my key focal points? I tell my son all the time, as a man, you should be able to have a conversation about almost any subject, but be a subject matter expert in 2 or 3. And I had to define those 2 or 3 subjects that I was going to be a subject matter expert in. So although you can call me about this subject and call me about that subject, and I can speak on those subjects, but then if you call me on family, if you call me on leadership, if you call me on the Bible, if you call me on marriage, those are my subject matter experts. Those are the areas that I am passionate about. Those are the areas that I continue to do research on. And when the time permits, or even when time doesn't permit, I make the time to look and focus on these things. Hence why I wrote the book, Marriages Work, because I really want marriages to be stronger. I want them to survive and thrive, not just survive. So that's another thing, define yourself. That's when you need to take a knee. Defining yourself. Have you defined yourself? In the pursuit of your vision, it starts on the inside. I did a video a while back, and I was talking about how to find your vision, looking on the inside. Now that process may take time. It may take you experimenting. It may take you going this direction and going that direction. And you have to allow the process to work. You have to allow the process to work. I don't want you just to find your vision or find a vision. I want you to be put in such a position by the end of this year to where not only do you know what your vision are, but you're set up and prepared to live, to see, to fulfill the vision. It does nothing just to know it. We got to get after it. We got to get after it. So 2020 is the year of vision, of pursuing our vision and seeing our vision. Well, guess what's going to happen in 2021? It's going to be the first year of our vision. Notice the year one. It's going to be the first year of our vision. You know, so it's not just understanding your vision, knowing your vision, defining your vision. Let's walk in the vision. So when do you push pause? One, when your body tells you. That's what we talked about. When your body tells you, hey, you need to take a break. Two, when the situation tells you, when it's time to take a break because you're unable or you're spread out too thin. Three, well, I forgot what three was. I hope you remember. Go back and review this. Well, you know, I tell you all the time, these are all candid. I don't try to stage it. I just say it. But, you know, these are reasons when you know you need to take a break. And we need to be mindful. Now, I also talked about not just taking a break, but maybe I'll do a video. I don't think I did a full video on it. I think I just talked about active rest. Active rest. Yep, I'm going to do a video on active rest. Active rest, yeah, that's going to be a good one. But overall, knowing that you need to take a break and then taking the break is very valuable. Let's not waste the time. Let's maximize the time. Because even in taking the break, there are things that you can be doing, that you should be doing, that can help you in a direction. Taking a break is very beneficial. Let's just not waste the time. This morning, Mr. Bowtie Feaster, leaving you with my 3 final points. 1, the sin of everything is family. 2, be the best you that you can be. And 3, it's called life. Have a great day.